to Hunna Holiday 2024 edition. Let's get ready to eat. I had to come and show y'all my strawberry lemonade cake. I'm usually not a big cake lover, but I fell in love with this just simply because it was an authentic idea. Y'all know my ingredients are secret. Last time I did a Hunna Holiday, I showed y'all peach cobbler. Well, this time we have cake. Would you like to partake? Last time I had it in the center, but this time I'm gonna sit this at the corner right here. Just so you can get a glance of it. My Mountain Dew here. Nothing has changed about that. But what we will talk about is what has changed for the good and, you know, just unfortunate events that happen as well. We'll get into all of that. I would like to welcome you to my place virtually. Without further ado is light my candles. We're gonna dedicate this Hunna Holiday to Errol Mitchell. Errol Mitchell passed away literally during my last Hunna Holiday vlog that I did in 2021 when I was in Indianapolis. A lot has changed over the course of years, but we're here to talk about all of that. We're gonna light a candle for him though. And we're gonna light a candle for my grandmother. It's just something I just wanna start doing annually and traditionally. You know, just to honor them at a time like this where, you know, we wanna represent their presence. So, we'll light this one for my grandmother first in honor of Grandmother Jean. I even have her angel here beside me. This angel is very ancient, you guys. This angel is like 24 years old. We bought this in 2001. And my grandmother, we got this for like around Christmas times and things like that because she loved black angels. And we got this the year that she passed away in 2001 when I was 7. I never really talked about that situation in depth. But yeah, this is something that I keep as treasure, pretty much. I light this candle for Errol Mitchell. As I said before, he passed away when the last time I did a Hunna Holiday with you guys in 2021. Literally while I was recording the video, he had a tragic accident. And I had no clue, and he even texted and called me. But in the middle of me recording the video, I declined the call because I was recording a Hunna Holiday, and my intent was to call him back afterwards. Unfortunately, I was too late, and I had to find out by looking on his page on his Facebook that he had a head-on collision while going to go make a run for someone on Thanksgiving. So I'll talk about how all of those things have changed me and how they've developed me into a brand new man. As you guys know, or if you don't know, when it comes to praying over my food, I do it, but sometimes I stumble because I don't like praying out loud. I'm just very simple with it. The last time I gave you guys a horrible prayer, do you remember? But yeah, let's go ahead and bless the food. What I did was a sample of everything that I cooked on my menu. Hopefully you guys can see very well here what I have. I'll start with I have the turkey right here. I have the fried chicken. I have potato salad. I have Hawaiian sweet rolls. My mac and cheese It's just a block right now because I couldn't fit it all here as much as I wanted to. I have deviled eggs. I have collard greens. I have yams, candied yams. I have dressing, or what we call it where I'm from, stuffing. And yeah, that's all I have on this plate. And as I said before, I have my strawberry lemonade 2-layer cake. So I'm gonna try to get this down as much as I can while having a brief conversation with you guys in hopes that, you know, we finished the whole plate. Last time, I finished the plate at 95%. This time, I'm gonna see how far I can go. All right, so let's bless the food. Father God, we would like to thank you for another year, God. Thank you for the blessings that you have bestowed upon me this year and everything that you are going to do in my near and far future. I'm asking you to bless this food that I am about to receive, and I'm asking you to bless my hands. That here we go again. Bless my hands even more, God, because I know that you gave me this gift, God, and if I can gift myself, imagine the gifts I can give to others by giving. Okay. Yeah, we're going to cut that prayer short. Bless this food. I pray there be nourishment for my body, for Christ's sake, amen. All right, let's get into it. So, I told y'all the rain down of my little menu and how I got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I will say this. The last time that I talked with you guys, I'm gonna get some of this fried chicken while I'm getting there. I wasn't being 100% transparent about myself at that time. That was in 2021, so I had just got married in April of that year. And I was also in the process of separating from my husband that same year at that time. So I ended up moving to North Carolina by January, out of Indianapolis. So, as I told you, when I was doing the last video on a Hunna holiday 2021, my best friend passed away. He texted me because I didn't answer the phone. He said, "Happy Thanksgiving, love." He sent me a whole bunch of hearts. I tried to call him back. He didn't answer. I looked on his Facebook. I found out he passed away. I'm devastated. Like, when I say that moment turned me into the most depressed person ever. I wasn't big on drinking. You know, I've always been a big weed smoker. But that was a time period where it was literally just me and the bottle. That situation turned me into an alcoholic. Like, I was literally in the truck in a Ford Escape, a blue Ford Escape. And I was like, literally like, you know, just listening to country songs, rock music, some of everything. You know, just trying to process his death. Errol was a very good friend to me. That's somebody I talk to every day on FaceTime. Like, that was my best friend. That was like my father figure. That was like my source of spiritual, you know, just my spiritual leader. Like, I looked up to him in so many ways because he seemed to know how to find me spiritually where no one else could. And I feel that when you lose people like that, that's very much so a hurtful thing. He ended up becoming like the main inspiration for a lot of the things that I've done in my recent time for his projects and things, because he was a big supporter of my music. There are so many projects that I've done that you will see his comments or his lecture on or his sharing, and him just writing a paragraph of just like gratitude of just how much he appreciated my work, and it just made me feel like motivated to, just keep going. Like, he kept me, he kept me up on my stuff. Like, if I was late on doing something, I was putting something out, he'll call me and be like, why haven't you did this yet? What's going on? You need to put that out. Like, you put a deadline on this. What's going on? What you need help with? He was very, like, full of blessings. Like, he sent random blessings. Like, I would just be out chilling at the bar, and it's like he would know spiritually I was at the bar, and he would just cash at me, like, money and say, for, me and my partner, my ex at the time, he would say, here's some money for you guys at the bar, for some drinks, enjoy yourself, love you. Like, he was very, like, very, very sweet. He's the sweetest person in the world that I have ever experienced. And I've experienced a lot of sweet people, but none quite like Era Mitchell. I'm gonna try this turkey. Let me see. I'm gonna dip it in some of the gravy because I don't like a whole bunch of drowned gravy. I just like a little bit of gravy, Okay. The turkey is so tender, like a little skin. Yeah, so Errol was like this big, sweet, warm-hearted person to a lot of people. And he just had this light about him that, it was very, very rare. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see a lot of people who attract that much love and light like he did. So when he left, like, you could feel it. It was like this huge void. And you could imagine at the time of trying to leave somebody, you don't expect to have that person as your emotional support. So when I said I was hurting, I knew I had to leave my marriage. But I also knew I had to cope with my best friend's death at the same time. And I still managed to somehow get up and go to work. Plan my ways as far as like trying to make my move back to North Carolina. Set up my job there so that I could be, set and straight. It was a lot. Like, I can't say I've ever been through as much as I've been through at that point in time ever in my life. Being that was 2021 and it's now 2024, I would say I've come a long ways. I managed to accept the fact that when you meet people in a spiritual way and when you're bonded to them in a spiritual way, you always will be, whether they're physically here or not. Right? So more times than a few, I've been able to spiritually connect with him in ways that a human couldn't even imagine. Come through mac and cheese. I will be honest and say the mac and cheese is doable, but it's one thing that I was missing from the mac and cheese because they didn't have it in the store. But I needed something cheesy in the plate. And that combo with them yams and that, baby, these yams. Brown sugar. Okay, this is good. But yeah, I really had to grow up at that point in time. At that very moment, I had to grow up because though I had lost a friend that I couldn't connect with in the physical, spiritually, I knew it was my assignment to stick to everything he told me in the physical. This person told me that he was going to pass away like 3 months before it happened. And I put this on his life. We was on a FaceTime and he told me, when I'm going, I want you to know that I will always love you, and I want you to, we had a very private moment where I won't say everything he told me, but mainly he was just letting me know that was happening. And I didn't want to look at the camera because the moment was so real. It's like, the moment was so real. I didn't want to face it. And I'm not trying to make this that type of video, you know? But this day is very hard for me. Losing somebody on a holiday is very hard. I didn't want to face that moment, but he made me face that moment. He looked at me, he said, I want you to look at the camera. He said, look at me as I'm talking to you. I said, Errol, I don't want to talk about this right now. I want to talk about losing you. He said, I want you to listen to me. And he was like, I love you. You know, it was very deep love between him and I that I understood. But I understood that it would be nothing else like that ever again in my mind. And shit. Oh God. Okay, I need to take a shot. Because, I need to get it together. Oh boy. Hello, purple pants. Let's get it together. I was never looking forward to him having that car accident on a Hunna holiday 2021. I never thought that was going to happen. I was devastated when I found that out. I didn't even go and get therapy. I just moved on with my life. I had got a job in North Carolina as a salon assistant. And North Carolina is my hometown, so I moved back there. I left my marriage. I moved on to another relationship. I was in that relationship for 2 years. That relationship was my distraction from everything that I had departed from in that moment. And I can say that it broke the mold in true Hunna. Because after that second relationship failed this year, earlier in the year, I decided that I'm finally about to step into my independentability. I'm finally about to step into my independence. So I fucked around and got me a place on my own. When I say I never knew it would feel like this, my God. You know, when things happen to you in a very devastating manner, you gotta pack it up and do bigger things. And when I say do bigger things, I mean you gotta bring yourself to your next healing place. Because sometimes we think that other people are the answer to our healing. Ooh. But it's something about when you get that healing by yourself and for yourself that'll change you into an entirely different human being. And I'm thankful that in 2024 I managed to find just that: independence, self-awareness, self-assurance, and self-love. Because all of those things were things that I sought for in other people, or things that other people sought for in me that I didn't even have to give to myself, that I was sitting there giving them. And I didn't realize how much I was missing out. So when I say I'm super thankful just for God being God and sending me the right spiritual energy to thrive. One thing people know about me, I'm a mover. I would move from state to state, and I would just say fuck it in a heartbeat. I'll find me a job somewhere else, and I would get it together, baby. Certain situations just can make you tired of where you at, and you just want to do better. Like, everything is just good. Everything in this place is so good. These greens have so much kick to them. I literally could kick this camera. Like, I'm gonna get into my diet and everything that I did this year. But yeah, some situations just can make you grow up and just say, I'm gonna take back my power. It kind of brought me back to my purpose of just wanting to do my art, wanting to show myself in my best form. I've already been seen in my worst form. And I just wanted the chance and opportunity to work with those with like minds again. Or just for the first time, rather, you know, because I had never really kind of like did that the way I wanted to. And I was in the process of moving to a different city, but then I reconsidered moving back to a city that I had been to. I felt like I was thriving at, but I wasn't thriving for myself. I was thriving for the goal of someone else again. And this time I wanted to go back to thrive for myself. And when I say that was the best decision I've ever made in my life, it found the perseverant person inside of me that I know I am, and brought it back to the surface. Because things that I was trying for again was about love and who I want to be. I want to get me, like, now I'm just getting to the point, if I do, that's great, and if I don't, I'm still going to be happy. Like, I'm not about to let that stuff control my life and what I got to do to survive. Like, this is real life out here. The economy is not playing. We out here chasing love, but the economy is not playing. Deviled egg break. Well, but yeah, moved here to St. Louis in March. It's been about 8 months since I've been here. Got my place in October. I will say it's much different, you know. This is just what I wanted, though. I wanted this space and time. I needed the space and time to heal for true now. Like, I've healed around other people and through other people. Now I need to heal for true. That's a different type of healing. Because it's the one that doesn't need or beg for people to, you know, be around for companionship. Now I know how to treat myself. Because of a Hunna holiday, the last time I did Hunna holiday taught me how to have Thanksgiving dinner by myself. I learned I don't mind going to other people's house, but when it comes to cooking my dinner, I make it a thing where I have to have my food by myself. I'll eat with other people and stuff, but I gotta have a dinner by myself because that is my peace and my thankful time with, you know, with self. And whoever I show it to, but you know, physically with myself. But you know, this little segment here has taught me, don't be afraid. You know what you can survive. You know what you can, you know, turn into victory. So make it happen. And now I don't make excuses for anything. I don't say, well, because of this person, I was doing this. It's all about me now. And I love that for me. I really do. I'm literally down to my last pieces of everything. But, baby, I love this shit. Like, I didn't think it would feel like this, but I can say, not having to see a man every single day feels like I'm a free slave. Because nigga can't wait to see me. But now I get to space out the time. I get to lie about where I'm at and say, I ain't home right now, I'm on vacation. Whole time I'm at home on the couch. I just don't feel like seeing nobody. But be there when I need you. You know, I like my freedom. I'm learning to love my freedom. As a 30-year-old, the difference between that 27-year-old boy that y'all saw the last time at the Hunna holiday and the 30-year-old I am today is that truth is finally motherfucking free. Oh my God. I ain't got nobody over my neck thinking that they gonna dictate my motherfucking life and tell me what the fuck to do. You know, people with a sensitive heart. Cancers, Pisces, Capricorns. We are emotionally intelligent. Sometimes we understand people who will never understand us. The reason why they love us is for something very minimal. Like, we can cook. We can fuck. We cute. We got food stamps. We got good credit. We got good records. Not me, but we the people. I had to learn to stop submitting to control because it turns me on. And learn to commit to myself again because I don't want God to turn my lights on. Not so soon. So I even watched the way I eat now. I thought about the fact that I no longer want to eat red meat, beef and pork. I've done that for an entire year. I've lost 20 pounds. I feel good about it. Because I wanted to break the cycle of allowing food to control my health in ways that'll put me in the ground early, like it did my grandmother, who was at the dinner table on a holiday eating pork with high blood pressure, which triggered her to have a stroke. And pass away on that holiday. So it counts pretty much to be alone at times like this and have that peace
in time with my angels. I enjoyed my Hunna holiday with you guys. My plate is empty. I will have room for cake. Matter of fact, boy, if you don't eat this cake, something wrong with you. The next upcoming years is about betterment. But work with a couple of things at a time. Don't feel like you gotta have it all together so soon. Life has this way of showing you the way. Through things that happen. Through things that you lose. Through things that you gain. Through things that you remember. Through the things that you have to maintain. And then you have to pass those things to somebody else too. Now that's the part that really counts. Happy Thanksgiving, you guys, from my family to yours. Wherever you are in the world, I thank you for watching this and thank you for joining me. And hopefully we'll see you next year. I'll see you next year. Bye-bye.